The 8th installment in... Wait, this is a series? Hello and welcome back to the channel. I am Cabotsaurus Rex and tonight we're doing some more Dream Daddy. If you're appreciating the moderately more than mediocre content, do me a huge favor. Take the like button and play catch with it. Then take the subscribe button and poke it in the belly button. And with that being done, let's get started with our more whimsical adventures. All right. Let's see. Who?
Welcome. You've got dads.
Hmm. You know what? Let's go ahead and message Joseph. It's cheaper, I think. Growing your own vegetables. Probably at this point. Jesus. His family's a little weird, but Joseph seems cool. I should take him up on his offer to hang out. Wait. How do I hang out with a priest? I don't go to church. Should I be Jesus-y? I imagine Joseph's family staring at me as I fumble through some sort of prayer attempt. Maybe not too Jesus-y. A light smattering of Jesus. They want me to pray? Is he going to pray at me? Do I have to pray at him? Talking to Joseph, huh? Ah! Amanda, how many times have I told you not to sneak up on me like that? I selectively ignore it every time you do, Pops. Her eyes are a little puffy. Oh, she has been crying. Oh, baby. Hey, are you doing okay there, kiddo?
I'm fine.
Oh, I'm fine. I just started thinking about how there are a bunch of people who still don't think aliens exist, and it's bumming me out. Like, space is so infinitely huge. Just because you can't conceive it doesn't mean it can't exist. And I understand the Fermi paradox, but to completely write off aliens? There's so much stuff we don't know. I'll be okay. I'm glad. But aliens are definitely out there, and I hope they'll one day be my friends. Are you sure that's all you're upset about? If there's, anything going on, I just want you to know that I'm here for you, and I'll always be here for you. Whether you need a shoulder to cry on or a strong dad to go kick someone's butt, I'm only a phone call away. Thanks, Popsicle. I appreciate that. But I'm fine, really. I'm unconvinced, but I'll stop badgering her about it. I'm sure she'll tell me when she's ready. Amanda looks over my shoulder at the screen. Joseph can't read your mind, If you want to talk, just message him. But I've never been friends with a priest before. What do I talk about? My favorite Bible passages? Ice cream socials? Khakis? Ew. Khakis. First of all, he's a youth minister with a tattoo, not a priest. There's a difference?
Aww.
You're overthinking it, Dad. Listen, just put it like this. Hello, neighbor. Thanks again for the invite to the barbecue. I'd love to hang out soon if you're not too busy. Isn't that a little too business casual? Fine. Give me the keyboard. I got this. Amanda focuses on the keys. Hi, Joseph. It was great meeting you and your family. I'm still new around here, so if you'd like, I'd love to hang out and get to know you. See ya. Smiley face. I'ma text that bitch a smiley face. Bitches love smiley faces. The smiley is a nice touch. Almost immediately I receive a response. What do you say? Hi, Cabot. If you're not doing anything in a bit, the kids and I are baking treats for the church bake sale today, and we'd love to have you over. It'll be a blast, so let me know. Huh, that wasn't so bad. He uses a lot of exclamation points. I'm more concerned about him signing his name with a tilde. I'm willing to let it slide this time. I respond back. Sounds like fun. Well, guess I'm doing this. Save a brownie for me? Promise you won't sneak up on me anymore? Amanda stares at me, unblinking. I don't make promises I can't keep. Real to a fault, Pops.
Dad.
And Dad, please don't be weird about the religion thing. Me? Weird? Never. I make the short walk over to Joseph's place. Don't be weird, Cabot. What if they hang up a bunch of crosses or collect those little porcelain babies? What if they're all praying? Do they pray before dinner? During dinner? Over the porcelain babies? Door begins to creak open. A shadowy figure obscured on the other side. Who's there? Cabot? The door opens the rest of the way. It's Joseph's eldest. What's his name? Hey. Hey. Christian. It's Chris. Chris, right. Hi again. It's, Cabot. I know what your name is. Oh, yeah? We met at the barbecue. How's the, Please don't say it. Jesus? Chris blinks slowly. Maybe he didn't hear that? You're weird. Is your dad? Before I finish, Chris walks into an adjacent room, leaving me in front of the open doorway. Home? This was a great first impression. For a moment, I wonder if I should just go in, further subjecting Joseph's family to my winning attitude and artful charisma. Mercifully, Joseph peeks his head around the corner.
Oh.
Cabot, glad you made it. Joseph approaches with his arms wide. I'm so glad you could come by. Are you ready to bake? I am not. I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Good one.
That's the kind of semi-confidence I like to see in a baking assistant. Come on in.
Hey.
Joseph leads me into a bright, spacious home full of nautical knickknacks. This isn't what I imagined at all. It's actually pretty charming.
Aye.
I believe you've met Chris, who left you outside. Chris.
Huh?
Are you going to apologize? Oh, right. Sorry. I try to make eye contact with Chris, but he keeps looking away. He must be really shy. It's all right. Next time, just be a little more inviting to our guests, okay? Sure. Chris seems to relish the chance to escape the conversation and quickly vanishes into his room. Joseph turns to me apologetically. Oh, don't take it personally. Chris likes to keep to himself and sacrifice animals. I mean, we didn't start off on the best foot in the world, plus being the eldest in a big family can't be easy. We try to cut him a little slack where we can. And here are the twins, Christian, Christy. Say hello to Cabot. Hello, Father. Hello, Cabot. Kids, come on, dial it back on the creepy twin shtick. Creepy twin shtick. We should get to baking. Maybe it's better if I don't shift the power dynamic of the creepy nightmare twins. Are you guys gonna help us bake? We don't want to bake.
Ah.
Well, okay. What do you want to do? We have to perform surgery.
Oh.
Guys, we've been over this. Please stop cutting open your toys.
Aye.
Christian and Christy run out of the room giggling. After a second of relative silence, Joseph turns to me, grinning sheepishly. You ever have more than one kid, Cabot? Nope.
Good one.
You should try it.
Oh.
We both start to laugh, but are interrupted by a loud crash from the kitchen. What now? Oh, that doesn't sound good. Christy! No one responds. Joseph furrows his brow and motions for me to stay where I am. Wait here a minute. Joseph runs into the kitchen. I remember this with Amanda. Half of fatherhood is trying to keep your kids from finding creative ways to kill themselves, and he's got 4. Talk about worry. I take a seat on his surprisingly pristine couch and twiddle my thumbs. Examine the bookshelf. It's a pretty sturdy wooden bookshelf. It looks handmade. Did Joseph build this? There's a stack of what looks like travel magazines. Hyenas of the Serengeti, the underwater mysteries of the Antarctic, and on and on. It seems like Joseph really loves a good adventure. Unless this is a Mary thing. Who knows? Next to them are a couple different Bibles. Looks like he's covering all the basic Bible bases. Apparently, Bibles are like baseball? King James, New American Standard, the Bible for teens? He's a cool youth minister after all. On a higher shelf, there are a bunch of old romance novels. Judging by the wine stains, these must be Mary's. The newest one looks like Hot Body Johnson's Sex Detective. Oh my. The 8th installment in... Wait, this is a series? There's a couple cool knickknacks on the coffee table in front of me. Hey, a cross. Hey, another cross. This one looks a little different. And a third cross. Unified design aesthetic. Smart choices. There's also a brass thing here. Looks like something a sailor would use to navigate with. I think they're called sextants. Sex. Well, you have this many kids, then things are bound to end up on the floor, no matter how hard you try to keep it clean. I spot a terrifying cloth doll that appears to have had both arms pulled off several times. It's been stitched back together a lot. The tag says C plus C. Of course. I set that down and spot a houseplant. Hey, little guy. Keep being you, tiny houseplant. I spot one last thing on the floor next to the houseplant. It's a silver necklace. Wow, this looks expensive for something casually tossed on the floor. If there's a story here, it's none of my business. It's been a while. I guess I should go in the kitchen and see what's up. I walk into the kitchen to find Joseph holding Christy in one arm. She seems a lot calmer than she was a minute ago. I raise an eyebrow at Joseph. The twins are a lot more manageable when they're separated. Where's Christian?
Yeah.
He ran off. Christy dips a spoon into the brownie batter and gives it a taste. Dad, it's too sweet. You're too sweet. No, I'm not.
Oh.
You're so sweet, we might have to water you down with spiders. What the fuck? No, not spiders. Joseph begins tickling Christy with his free hand. Between the laughing and squirming, I don't know how he's got a hold of her, but that girl is locked in place. This man is a professional child wrangler. Christy fixes me with her best puppy dog eyes. Save me from the spiders! Renegade spoon duel, the Spider King, or renegade option? Spoon duel. I grab a wooden spoon and point it in Joseph's direction. Unhand her, foul beast! Okay, Cabot the Valiant, let's see what you've got. You may have defeated me at Tarantula Ridge, but I now have the upper hand. Joseph gently puts Christy down behind him. Have you come to squash me, knight? Or have you merely fallen into my web? I'm no mere fly, Spider King. Now on guard! For a minute or so, Joseph and I mock duel with the two dumbest looking spoons in the room. Eventually, I strike a killing blow in the invisible heart between his arm and his body. And Joseph recoils in horror. Did you just say, oh crackers or oh krakens? Blast, I am defeated! You can never best me, Spider King, for I have the power of... I sneak a taste from the brownie batter. The magic. Oh man, this is way too sweet.
Yeah.
Christy begins jumping up and down excitedly. My hero! Christy hugs my leg before making a surprisingly fast exit. Hey, wait. Do you want to bake the brownies with us? Christy hesitates and shakes her head no again. Sparkle pony. Sparkle pony? Joseph looks confused. You don't want to bake with Dad now? Do you want to play with Sparkle pony? Yes. Okay, go. Before Joseph can even finish his sentence, Christy is out the door and down the hall. Ahead. Joseph sighs deeply as he stares into the chocolate batter. He tastes it again, face twisting.
Oh.
And that is still way too sweet. So what made that crash? Egg beaters on the linoleum floor. It's my new techno single. Still haven't thought of a B-side. Now we're both looking into the batter. It's got a sickly sheen of sugar and chocolate candies throughout, and I have a feeling Christy had something to do with it.
Yeah.
We need a fresh start. Oh, yeah, like I said, I'm not really a baker, but... Don't sweat it. The bag came with instructions that have mysteriously vanished along with my daughter, so we'll probably be fine. Probably. Yeah, probably. He certainly looks confident. All right, Cabot, you baked a cake from a box before once. How hard could this be? Now grab a spoon and get ready to rock. Mario Batali, save me. Joseph and I set to work, cracking the eggs and mixing the things, and then pouring the things in according to how we assumed the back of the box would tell us to. Things go according to plan, and soon enough we have a solid batch of brownies.
Yeah.
Whew. Wait. Joseph has a little dot of batter on his nose. Wow, Cabot, way to use those dad skills. I bet you baked a few box mixes in your time. His nose. Joseph, all we have to do is bring these to the bake sale and voila, duty done. Now help me find Christy. Keep your eye out for a pony that sparkles. Joseph, hold still.
Oh.
What? Thumb in position and got it. Joseph's eyes go wide as I gently wipe the chocolate off his nose. Is he blushing?
Yeah.
Oh my. Oh, thanks. No problem. In less than a second, I've licked the batter off my finger. It's really good batter. We should find Christy. Yes, we should do that. Cabot. Joseph quickly composes himself. All right, she can't be far. You take the delta position and I'll watch your 6. Do you even know what that means?
Nice.
Alpha Tango Sparkle, Roger, Roger. Joseph starts making his way down the hall and calls back to me. Take the brownies and the rest of the stuff I baked earlier today while I get Christy. We'll meet you out by the car.
Yeah.
Joseph, Christy, and I arrive at the church parking lot to find fold-out tables and pop-up tents already set up. Looks like the bake sale is already in full swing.
Oh.
Wow, this place is packed. Is this packed? There are a few people milling around. Must be a value pack.
Oh.
If you can count a city's population on your fingers and toes, this counts as packed. Point. Christy rockets out of the car and into the lot. Is she running on jet fuel? I want to sell brownies!
Oh.
So enthusiastic now, Jesus. Okay, let's get set up. I want to see Mom!
Yeah.
She's down by the other row of tables helping out with another group. Want to go over there and tell her I said hi? Mom! Christy zips off immediately and Joseph seems unconcerned. Does she always run that fast?
Excellent.
Yeah, and I can only catch her half the time. These knees aren't what they used to be. I remember when Amanda was her age, I couldn't get her to sit still for 5 seconds. Yep, great age to deal with.
Yeah.
While Christy's gone, Joseph and I arrange all of our baked goods on the table and settle in. So, are we allowed to eat any of our own goods? Look, if I don't see nothing, I don't say nothing. The man upstairs has strong feelings about snitches. Does he actually?
Hey.
Joseph shrugs. He eats a brownie. Looks like some of the other stalls are selling drinks, little handmade crafts, and other sweets. Whoa, someone brought a soft-served ice cream machine. I gestured to it. How are we supposed to compete with that?
Ah.
Please, this isn't my first time to the rodeo. The bake sale rodeo.
Ah.
There's actually no rodeo here. It's just a bake sale.
Oh.
I think you and I put together can make one pretty convincing argument for these brownies, don't you? Oh, yeah. Oh, I see the hearts. We high five. If you bake it, they will come.
Yeah.
It's not long before we have our first customers. Hey, dude. Hiya. Carmencita. Great to see you guys out here. Happy to support a good cause. Plus, you know, as the owner and proprietor of the Coffee Spoon, an establishment that specializes in baked goods, I have to scope out the competition. Joseph leans close to me. This guy knows his stuff. Stay on your toes. So, what recipe did you use for these brownies? Don't say you used the box recipe. Don't say you used the box recipe. We improvised. I just let the baking spirit move through me, you know? A little bit of flour here, a pinch of salt there. It's sort of like an interpretive dance, but with cooking. Interpretive cooking, yes. You can never make the same thing twice. Every batch is special. There will never be another batch of brownies with the exact flavor sensation that these right here have. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, Matt.
Oh.
All right. We'll take 2. Actually, we'll take 3. I ring them up and high-five Joseph as our happy customers walk away.
Oh.
See, not so hard. Yeah, I'm hot off the good feelings from the last sale. Who's next? We sell brownies to a bunch of people I don't recognize, but who clearly know Joseph. Eventually, another familiar face pops up. Cabot! It's Brian.
Hey.
Close enough.
Oh.
Can we interest you two in any of our fine sweets and treats? You sure can. I bet I could eat 10 brownies. Must resist urge to be competitive. Let the man buy his brownies. So we'll put you down for 10? Ha, better make it just 2. One for me and one for Daisy. Coming right up. You excited for youth group movie night, Daisy? Yeah, what's the movie? It's a surprise. Joseph leans over to me. It's the Fast and the Furious. Really?
Yeah.
If you think about it, there's some heavy religious undertones. Joseph hands a baggie to Daisy. I made sure to give you guys the edges. Clearly the superior part of the brownie topography. Thanks, Joseph. Our 2 customers walk off with their purchases. Joseph and I survey our stock.
Oh, yeah.
These are selling pretty hot. At this rate, we'll have enough money to pay for a new paint job on the church pews in no time. Wait, what happened to the pews? Ernest spray painted his rapper alias onto them. Young Steinbeck. I would have gone for young man in the sea, but I can respect that. Speaking in ministerial terms, Ernest is hard to reach.
Yeah.
In father terms, Ernest is kind of a turd. Being a cool youth minister seems like a lot of work.
Hey.
It is, but it's worth it. Although, sometimes I wish... Never mind. What? It's kind of silly, but... Do you ever wish you could just drop everything and go lounge around on a beach somewhere in the tropics, drink fruity blended beverages, fall asleep on a hammock, you know, basically live out a Jimmy Buffett song? Joseph, I think about this every single day of my life. My dream is to live in Margaritaville.
Ooh.
One day, my friend, one day we'll be on island time. We make a couple more sales to some more church patrons. Everything seems to be going smoothly. Off in the distance, I spot my old buddy, Craig. Craig!
Hey.
He's going to be a hard sell. Craig's a fitness man. I think he comes to these bake sales to test himself, to see if he has the resolve to refuse processed sugar.
Oh.
Are you sure you're ready for this? We go way back. I got this. Craig jogs up to our table with Briar and Hazel in tow. They're each finishing an ice cream cone. It's so unlikely we're going to have to sell them on the brownies, too. Probably won't be able to sell to the baby. She's impossible to read. It all comes down to Craig.
Oh.
Hey, bros. Hi, Uncle Joseph. Hi, Amanda's dad.
Yeah.
Would you be interested in one of our delicious homemade brownies? I don't know. You can't spell diet without die. Remember that one day? Hey, Craig, when we were freshmen, remember how our next-door neighbors pranked us by switching out our laundry detergent with dish soap and how the washing machine exploded with suds? And then we decided to get back at them by baking brownies for them, but sprinkling high-intensity hot sauce into the mix, and then we watched them cry after eating it. Ha! I would feel bad, but we had to clean up the laundry room ourselves. Anyway, these brownies are like that, but without the hot sauce. Maybe you should get one more for old time's sake.
Oh.
Craig thinks for a second. Well, the girls just want a game.
Hmm?
You know what? I'll take one for each of
Eh?
us. Even River.
Oh.
I'll eat hers.
Oh.
The eggplants. You've got yourself a deal. The day winds down and we're pretty much out of items to sell. Everyone starts packing up. Christy eventually comes back and immediately falls asleep in Joseph's folding chair. Box mix, huh? Mary saunters up to us. She looks like she'd rather be anywhere else than here.
Oh.
Oh, hi, honey. Yep, they're selling like hotcakes, which is... Actually, they're just brownies. Cute. And boring. And safe. Hey, Mary. Mary's eyes start over to me. What's the rookie doing here?
Yeah.
I was just hoping to introduce Cabot to the rest of the community. Uh-huh. You get a load of this freak show? What? Weird folk is all. Holier than thou types.
Hey,
Don't you think, Cabot? Mary,
come on.
let the kid answer the question. Shove a brownie in your mouth. I mean, they seem nice. They all seem like they're really excited to help out the church. That's pretty cool, I guess. Ugh. Mary, can we talk about this later?
Give it a rest, buddy. Ugh.
Oh, am I embarrassing you in front of your new friend? Joseph doesn't respond, trying his hardest to keep his cool.
Oh.
Can we please talk about this later? Sure thing, honey bear. Mary turns her attention to me. Hand over the cash.
Hey.
Jesus, I'm not trying to rob you. I'm in charge of the funds here. I hand over the cash we made. It feels like a hefty wad, if I may say so myself.
Ah.
Thanks.
Hey.
Now give me your wallet. What?
Hmm.
Give me your wallet. You think this church is going to fix itself? Mary? I'm kidding. Sorry, I'll work on the whole pretending to be happy thing. Mary leans in and whispers to me. He's really good at it. Mary walks off without saying goodbye. Yeesh. I'm really sorry about that. Are you okay? She really likes pushing your buttons, huh?
Oh.
Joseph shrugs. No marriage is perfect. You ready to head out? Joseph and I load the folding tables back into my car. Christy nods off the moment Joseph straps her into the car seat.
Yeah.
I drop Joseph off in front of his house. A small yawn sneaks out of me. Looks like I tuckered you out, huh? I'm a sleepy dad. I think I might finally be crashing from all the sugar. I won't keep you up then. Thanks for helping out today. Happy to do it. Also happy to eat brownies.
Oh.
Well, next time I promise we'll do something a bit more exciting and a bit less free labor. And I'm very sorry about the whole thing with Mary. You shouldn't have had to see that. It's fine, really.
Oh.
I know, but first hangout domestic problems aren't a good look. You barely know me.
Yeah.
Let me make it up to you next time. It won't be Margaritaville, but we'll do something fun. Promise. I smile. I like
Yeah.
that. Oh, and one last thing. Joseph tosses a cling-wrapped brownie through the window. It hits me in the face, but I'm able to catch it. It's the last one. You earned it. Joseph, please don't leave me alone with this brownie. Nope, too late. I'm already walking away. But
Good one.
bye! Joseph walks up to his home. He waves at me before carrying Christy inside. Well, looks like it's just you and me, Brownie. Save Brownie for later. I pocket the brownie. This might come in handy down the road. I step inside to find Amanda doing homework on the couch. Hey, Father Unit. Hi, child that I'm required by law to care for. How's homework? It's really fun and educational. Really? How long have you known me for? Right. How was a bake sale? Good. I think I really could have made a good life for myself as a brownie salesman.
Oh.
Glad to hear it. So what? Were there any extra brownies, or did you maybe sneak one, or... I think for a moment and realized that I still have the brownie that Joseph gave me. This would probably do better in someone else's stomach than mine. Heads up!
Hey.
Wait! I hurl the brownie towards Amanda. It hits the wall behind her and falls on the ground. Nice throw. She scoops it up and smiles at me.
Yeah.
Thanks, Pops! Hey, if you're not going to be going to bed anytime soon, would you be game for some real shark hunters of Orange County? I thought the last hunter got eaten by a shark. He did. I sat down next to her and cozy up with a blanket. Awesome. Date complete. Kickflip? Was I supposed to do a kickflip?
Thank you so much.
Okay, that was an A for effort, I guess. Interesting. While I'm doing my afternoon word jumbles, I hear the mail truck pull through the cul-de-sac. I wonder if we got any coupons today. The nice mail person slides a couple letters and a large yellow envelope through the slot. It takes a couple tries for them to get it in. That's what she said. Hey, my coupons! I take a closer look at the large yellow envelope. I lightly knock on Amanda's door. She probably has headphones on. Amanda! She yells through the door. What? I have something for you. I'm kind of busy right now. Can you come back later? Okay, just thought you'd want this big old envelope we got from HIA.
Yes.
Immediately, Amanda pushes her door open. Horn Institute for the Arts? I mean, if you're busy, I can come back. Father, please. I hand her the envelope, which she tears open with her teeth. That's probably bad for your teeth. She doesn't seem to hear me and spits out a piece of envelope. She pulls out a letter and unfolds it. And the suspense is killing me. This is her dream school. Amanda's face is unreadable. I can't believe this. Oh, honey, it's okay if you didn't.
Yes.
I got in! Oh! I got in! Amanda tosses the letter aside and gives me a big hug. Congrats, sweetie. That's amazing. I'm so proud of you. She pulls away and looks at the letter again. Oh my god, I can't believe I got in. Well, of course you got in. You're a great student. You nailed that interview and your photography is incredible.
Oh.
Huh. Hey! Hmm. Ah.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Oh no. I was on mute that whole time. Oh. Craig! Hello, Amanda's dad. It's me, your friend Craig, who loves sports. I have nice and smart children who are good at computers. Oh man, good to hear from you, buddy. What's up? I'm still strong. I am strong. Haha, don't I know it? Say, I've been reading up about whey protein. You use that at all? I figured to help me develop a bit more muscle. Yes, I know what that is. My children are having a tea party and they wanted to invite Amanda, but we can't find her on here. You're also invited. Physical invitation to follow. Cool. I'd love to come. I'll let Amanda know. Thank you, Amanda's dad. Attend that party. Coffee time. You know dads love coffee. Gonna brew myself something black as midnight on a moonless night. I put on a fresh pot and work a few word jumbles while I wait for it to brew. Hey, this one spells sorrow. Dad, ready for today? I'm ready for every day, sweetie. Gonna tackle it head on. No, are you ready for the thing that we're gonna do today? The thing that you promised you'd do? Honey, I already told you I'm not gonna throw away my Tom Clancy novels. They're just stacked in the living room. I keep bumping into them and knocking them over, and you don't even read them. Wait, no, that's not what I'm here about. The tea party, Dad. Nope, I don't remember that. Craig's kids, that hand-drawn invitation. Amanda walks over to the refrigerator and comes back with a hand-drawn invitation on a sheet of computer paper, inviting Amanda and Amanda's dad to a tea party. They spelled cordially wrong. Just put on some going outside pants and let's get going. I can go outside in sweatpants. Nothing's stopping me. Dad, just... Ugh, I'll see you in a minute. Fuck authority. Oh... Fuck authority. What did I say about the pants? I'm a rebel, sweetie. Whatever, I'm sure it'll be fine. Hello, thank you for coming to our tea party. I do my best to bow and present my daughter, who thanks them with a curtsy. This way, please. Briar and Hazel lead us to a small table with tiny chairs. Some are occupied by stuffed animals, and Matt and his daughter Carmencita are here too. Matt raises a comically small plastic teacup at me. Hey, dude. How's the tea?
Oh.
The imaginary tea is absolutely wonderful. I taste a hint of lemongrass. Hello, Carmencita. Hello, Mr. Amanda's dad. Did you just wake up? No. Why? Those are inside pants. Amanda laughs. Please have a seat. I sit down between Amanda and Matt. I don't think I'm going to be able to get out of this chair.
Hey.
Hi, everyone. I turn to see Daisy and Brian enter into the backyard and take a seat next to us. Sorry we're late. Daisy made me put on going outside pants. Amanda punches me on the shoulder. See? Oh, so you approve of cargo shorts when they're on Brian, but not when they're on me? Dad, you're embarrassing me at the tea party. This is a high-class affair. But, shh. It's about to start. Thank you all for taking time out of your busy schedules for some high tea. Now, if you'll all put on your designated tiaras. There are little tiaras sitting on everyone's plates. Well, except for Brian's. His is a softball helmet. Oh, we ran out of tiaras. I don't think this is gonna fit me, but I appreciate the thought. Dad, you're royalty. Please act like it.
Oh!
Brian tries to balance the ill-fitting softball helmet on top of his head, but it immediately tumbles off and into the bushes.
Ah!
Ha! I'll get that later. Hey, everybody! Craig comes out with a teapot and a tray of sandwich cookies. Dad, is the tea ready?
Oh.
Yeah, it's been steeping for a while now. Awesome.
Oh.
Would you girls like to serve your guests tea? No, thank you. We'd much appreciate our servants' help. Craig leans over to me. That's me. Craig places teacups in front of all of us and a single sandwich cookie onto each of our plates. He pours some tea into my cup. Awfully fluorescent for tea. I clink my teacup with Matt's and take a sip. Good lemonade. It's tea.
Hey!
Right. Very good tea. I lean over to Amanda, who's happily enjoying her tea. So, what do we do at tea parties? We enjoy the splendors of upper-class society, Father. She takes a dainty bite of her sandwich cookie. Marvelous. So, the meeting of princesses has been called to order. Hear, hear! But I'm a warrior princess. I hunt and stuff, and I have, like, really cool swords.
We got this.
Ooh, can I be a space princess? I'll allow it. And I'll be a rock star princess. I'm also a space princess. Can there be more than one? Space is pretty big, don't you think? I changed my mind. I want to be a space princess too. Dad, what are you? Do I get to be a princess? Duh. Well, I guess that makes me... I surf the information superhighway on my cyber deck, hacking into mainframes and unleashing havoc on the megacorps of the dystopian neo-metropolis. I also rollerblade everywhere.
Oh!
I think I'll be landscaper and general contracting princess.
Oh.
Barista princess reporting for duty.
Bro!
Hey everybody, CrossFit princess here. Not now, servant. If it weren't for the princess uprising, it would be you serving me. We sip tea for a little longer, and then the girls run off to fight dinosaurs as space rockstar warrior princesses, I think. They grow up so fast. It was like yesterday I was helping Amanda throw her own tea parties. Did she make you a servant too? You betcha. Carmencita made me actually brew tea for hers. Pitfalls of owning a coffee shop.
Oh.
Pitfall, your custom blends are amazing. That hibiscus one that you gave me a while back was choice.
Hey!
Aw, thanks. It's really nice that the girls are getting along. Yeah, I'm really glad we moved into this community.
Oh.
We are too. Amanda's been kind of a role model to them, you know? I didn't even realize, and I don't even know if Amanda does either, but I guess they're right. All the girls in the neighborhood look up to her. She seems to go out of her way to play with them. I'm so proud of her. You better not proud dad cry at this tea party, Cabot. I brought extra word jumbles if anyone wants to kill some time while the girls play. The day rolls on and the girls all get tuckered out. Amanda spends the whole day playing with them and taking their pictures, promising that she'll send them the best ones later. We all clean up and help put away the tea sets and tables, then head out as Daisy and Carmencita fall asleep on their dad's shoulders. Aww.
Oh.
Take care, guys. Thanks for coming. Bye, Hacker Princess. You want dinner?
Huh.
Nah, I filled up on cookies. Me too. I'm tired. Dude, same. Playing with a bunch of little kids who all simultaneously want your attention and approval is surprisingly exhausting. But in a good way, also kind of scary way. How's that? I feel like I gotta be on my best behavior for them. I don't want to let them down. Is this because you still feel bad about dropping the F-bomb in front of your cousin that one time?
Whoa.
I corrupted her, Dad. She secondhand smokes now. What? Well, those kids really look up to you. I'm glad you have you as a role model. Shucks, Pops. I ruffle Amanda's hair. The solo kid.
Welcome. You've got dads.
You know what? Maybe I'll just do like one dad per playthrough. And then I'll just come back with more episodes of each dad. And you know, I keep seeing these little like breadcrumbs, Easter eggs, whatever, pop up that there's something really funky with Joseph. There's one with a funky ending, so I'm gonna look that up and do that one on my next playthrough. That sounds fun. Always help a friend in need. It's been a long day of clipping coupons. Coupons! Looks like there's a sale on boxed brownie mix. That reminds me, I wonder what Joseph's up to. I should see if he wants to hang out, or if he wants to go to the store with me and use these coupons. Looks like he's online. Hey Joseph, wanna hang? It takes a moment for Joseph to respond. Oh Jesus Christ, he writes books! Cabot, hope you finally recovered from your brownie-induced coma. And I know I promised you a fun hang, but tonight I'm actually chaperoning a youth group mixer. Amanda's invited, of course. If you're not doing anything, you should come. Oh, that sounds nice. And be a chaperone with me because I need the help. Less nice. I think for a moment. I'm a little bummed out, of course. I suppose I just wanted some me and Joseph time. Maybe to get to know him a little better. Ah, what the heck. My friend needs my help. I type back. Buddy, if you need me, you got me. Just tell me where I need to be tonight. Joseph lets me know the details. It starts pretty soon. I should get ready. Are we gonna wear some going outside pants? I knock on Amanda's door and peek in. Hey Amanda, about to head out. Where are you off to? Are you gonna go extreme couponing? I'm actually gonna go chaperone this youth mixer dance thing that's happening at Joseph's church. He says you're invited, but if you don't want to come, I'll cover for you. You know what? I'm down. Maybe I can make some new friends. That's a good attitude. But I'll have you know that I'm mostly doing this for the potentials of free food. Thank you, Amanda. You get 4 daughter points today. Huh? Can I trade them in for a daughter lava lamp? Sorry, you only have enough for a daughter spider ring, or some of those daughter plastic jumpy frogs. I like those things. They try their hardest. It's inspirational. No. No. Okay, we're going to pretend that's an O. We arrive at the church to find that nobody's there. There are decorations and balloons and banners and everything, but no Utes. Huh? I've been to a couple dances in my life. And not that I want to paint myself as some sort of dance expert, but generally dances require people. And those people need to be dancing. All of a sudden, Joseph jogs up to us. He looks frazzled. Oh. You're here. I need your help. Joseph gestures to the hand-painted banner hanging above the church door. This reads, Jesus. Whoa. Yikes.
Hey.
Well, that's certainly a thing. God made all things, Amanda. Okay. Except for that banner. Ernest made that. I genuinely can't tell if he meant that maliciously or he just can't spell that good. Oh. You know what God also does? Forgives. Oh. He forgives teenagers and he never ever breaks their box mods. Are you going to break Ernest's box mod? No, Amanda, that would be a sin, I think. It's the one right after sloth. Yeah. Cabot, I need your help getting this down before anyone sees it. I can swing that. Amanda, can you help? Physical labor, huh? Amanda begins rapidly scanning the mostly empty room, looking for an escape route of her own. I have to go set up the food. The food's already set up. I'm going to do a final inspection pass on the food to make sure it's up to code. I'm going to eat your food. Amanda is able to bolt away before myself or Joseph can get another word in. Whew, she can really book it when she wants to. Her father was a giant pair of legs. Oh. I dated some giant arms once, but it turned out they were all right. You must have been devastated. It was Armageddon. No, I get it. Oh. I'll workshop it. There's a gem in there somewhere. I'm really glad you're here, Cabot. Are you enjoying my company, or did you just lure me out for my strong arms and height advantage? Yeah. I don't have a height advantage in real life. Oh, a little of both. It's always something with you, Joseph. Something handsome and pious. You're not that pious. Debatable. You just alluded to breaking a child's vape pen.
Oh.
I would have lost the debate.
Oh.
You ready to do this? Let's make some magic happen. Magic isn't real, Cabot. God said that. God was also a bush one time. True. Joseph and I grab a stepladder and walk over to Ernest's banner. That turd Ernest had one final trick up his sleeve. Looks like this nightmare is stapled and taped 6 ways from Sunday. Any ideas? What happened to your strong arms and height advantage? Ah, right. I forgot about those. But I realized my oversized dad fingers are far too large to get leverage on the tiny staples. You got a hammer I can use to pry these off? Cabot, this is a church. We get a little nervous around hammers. And nails.
Eh?
I'm kidding. We just don't have a hammer.
Eh.
But we have to hurry. The use will be here any moment. And I'll never hear the end of it if we don't fix this. Wait, I have an idea. I ran to grab the marker that Ernest used to draw this thing and jump back on the ladder. We can't get it down, but we can send a different message. I only got one shot here. Let's do this right. Calming. I'm able to turn the U into an A and an L somehow. It's a little tight, but it works. Why is the youth pastor using eggplants? Wet eggplants. Well, that's true, I guess. Bask in his calming presence, Joseph. Relax. Crisis averted. Let's just hope the youths don't notice. Joseph checks his watch.
Oh.
The DJ should be here by now. Just then, the doors swing open and a man struts in with his DJing equipment.
Lord McDonald!
Wait, you're not the usual guy. What happened to Evan? Evan knew exactly when to play the Cupid Shuffle.
That's the good stuff.
That's Spin Master Quinn. Hey, I'm not Evan. Evan sold all his DJ equipment to backpack through Europe, so I'm filling in for him.
Ha
Ha-ha! I do envy him, though. But I would give to drop everything and start over. Are you alright?
Sad Master Quinn.
Did he just say Sad Master Quinn? Alright, I'm better than alright. I'm DJ Spin Master Quinn. Oh, the face. Oh, the poor baby. He needs a hug. He sighs
I
heavily.
am so
I-
sad.
I usually do trivia nights, but I moonlight on the ones and twos to give myself a sense of purpose in life. Is he okay? Well, you'll have to do. You have a playlist of fun songs that youths will like that won't inspire impure thoughts or tempt them to the dark side, right?
All right.
The DJ thinks for a moment. Believe me, buddy, I got what you need.
Huh?
Okay, great. I'll let you set up. The DJ
Oh.
leaves. Let's keep an eye on this one. He sounded like he was just going to play Creep by Radiohead on repeat. After some time, kids from the community start filing into the dance hall. Some of them seem to notice our sign hack, but they don't really seem to care. Most of the kids group off into tiny clusters, standing in circles and casting sideways glances at the other groups of teens. Man, I do not miss being a teenager at social functions. Totally can relate. Hey, party people! Everyone in the room turns their attention to the DJ.
DJ Spin Master.
DJ Spin Master Quinn coming at you with the sound that people want. We're off to a good start.
Hey.
This next tune goes out to all the ladies in the audience. Ladies, let me hear you say, yeah! A few half-hearted yeahs echo through the crowd.
Hey.
All right!
Ah.
He sighs again. Man, it's been a heavy couple days. This next one's actually for my wife, Sandra. I hope we can work things out, my little honeysuckle vine. What? No.
Now, who wants
The
to
DJ
listen to Radiohead's Creep?
The DJ begins playing Creep by Radiohead. Amanda sidles up to me, pizza in one hand and a punch in the other. Creep, huh? Bold choice for a youth group. Let's see where he goes with this. After the song finishes, he plays Creep again. Is the DJ crying? If you watch the kids really closely, you can catch them cringe every time Tom York swears. And there they go. Maybe we should do something about this. Joseph runs up to us. Oh, he's killing the vibe. They're listening to swears. Sad swears. We have to do something. You guys should try to give him a pep talk. Maybe work him up to Everybody Hurts by REM. Or at the very least, No Rain by Blind Melon. You want to help us cheer him up? Actually, I just saw my friend, Federico. Federico? He's from Latin. I didn't know you were taking a Latin class. I'm not. He's from the country Latin?
Aw.
Yes, it exists. Don't Google it. You can go, Amanda. It's fine. And she's gone.
I am so sad.
I am so sad. Joseph and I make our way to the DJ booth where Spin Master Quinn is having a quiet cry. Hey, bud.
That's the good stuff.
Hey, my dudes. How's the party jamming? It's, not?
Nice.
Oh, I'm sorry, fellas. Just taking a moment to find my groove. Gotta play the sad tunes to probably appreciate the bangers, am I right? Play the booty bumpers. It's what Jesus would have wanted. That's not how DJing works. Now, stop me if I'm out of line here, since I've never been a DJ and don't have any current plans to become one, but I don't think that's how it works. The kids came out here to have a good time. You gotta cool it on the
I
Saturdays.
am so sad.
More eggplants. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. If it's problems you're having with... Joseph leans in close to me. What was his wife's name again? Oh, God. I don't know. Sandra? If you're having problems with Sandra, I can help you too. I do counseling. It's my job here, and I'm very good at
All
it.
right.
Oh, I don't know. I can tell that you're hurting. No one voluntarily listens to that much Radiohead on repeat unless they're really going through some tough times. Trust me, I know.
My feelings hurt.
My feelings hurt. Oh my god. Joseph places a hand on Spin Master Quinn's shoulder, who immediately collapses into Joseph's embrace, crying quietly. There, bud. It's gonna be okay. Thank you. I'll put on some dance hall anthems. You're the best, Spin Master Quinn. With yet another crisis averted, Joseph and I return to the dance floor where Amanda's waiting with an ice cream cone. They have ice cream here! Good work, Amanda. How's it looking out there? Well, for a dance, there's not a whole lot of dancing. Looks like people are starting to bail, though. Oh, this is a disaster. Don't be so hard on yourself. This ice cream, top-notch. I'm sorry for dragging you into this, Cabot. You and Amanda should just go home. I'm not going to make you stay here for the train wreck. It's not a disaster. We can still fix this. I suddenly realize what we have to do. Amanda, get out of here. I don't think you're going to want to be here for this or be seen with me after this. Oh, God, you're not gonna... I throw my car keys to Amanda. I'll get a ride back with Joseph. Just remember me as I am right now. Not what I'm about to become. Amanda nods. Nice knowing you, Pops. She runs out the door. Joseph, I'm going to turn it up on the dance floor. With luck, we can get these youths into it as well. Are you in or out? Joseph stares at me. He knows what has to be done as much as I do. See you on the other side. See you on the other side. Joseph and I walk out on the dance floor in the middle of the room. The youths all stare at us, unsure of what we're doing. Time to get our groove on. Let's start them off easy and work our way up to the more technical stuff. Let's start with the lawnmower. All right, let's rip start this baby. I start lawn mowing the dance floor. Joseph seems to respond to that and decides to mow another patch of grass on the dance floor. That's the stuff. I look around. Well, it looks like we got everyone's attention. All right, Cabot, let's turn up the heat. Let's see, we'll do the sprinkler. I pull out the classic. Hand behind the head, pointer finger out. I point at and make direct eye contact with several of the youths in the room. I think that makes them feel uncomfortable, but I push past it. Joseph understands. We must water the lawn. We came off the end of an imaginary drought and the grass is dying. Don't worry, imaginary grass. We got you. I look around the youths. They're getting into it. Nice work. We'd better pick up the pace or they'll lose interest quick. Let's see. Let's do... Cabbage Patch. You can never go wrong with the Cabbage Patch. Joseph follows my lead. We both take our arms and move around in a circle, as I assume you would do in a Cabbage Patch. I look around the youths. I think they like agriculture. They're not looking too lively out there, but we can still turn it around. And moonwalk. I start sliding my feet backwards. I can't tell if this looks good or not, but I think these kids have seen enough people doing moonwalks that they understand the general concept. Joseph makes a moonwalk attempt as well. Surprisingly, dude pulls it off flawlessly. I look around at the Utes. They're cheering. All right, time for the big finish. Let's just do the death drop. I've seen enough internet videos of this move where I really think I could nail it. On the beat drop, I kick my leg up and dramatically fall to the floor, my back landing on the ground with a shablam! All the kids immediately start screaming. They know what's up. But at what cost? I will feel this for weeks to come. My chiropractor is going to be pissed.
Lawrence of Arabia.
What was that? The future of dance. The kids swarm the dance floor. They're all laughing and dancing to the music. Looks like our job here is done. Somewhat obligingly, the kids take the dance floor and start to move around. Before long, they're starting to laugh and enjoy themselves. It was dicey, but we've done our jobs. Come on, the rest of the chaperones will take it from here. What? I have something to show you. Joseph leads me out of the main room and down various darkened corridors of the church. I can barely see anything and find myself tripping over my own feet. Joseph, I think I lost you. His hand finds mine in the darkness. Ooh. I'm right here. I'm glad he can't see me blush. We keep walking. Where are we? This church is huge. We're almost there. I actually have to admit that I was a little dishonest with you. I didn't just invite you out here to help me chaperone. What happened to lying being one of the 10 things you're not supposed to do? I think there's an exception for when you're trying to surprise a friend. Joseph closes a door behind us. I guess we're in a random room in the depths of his church now. What could he possibly have planned? So, last time we talked about escaping to an island where we could live out our uneasy tropical lifestyle, where our only worry is trying to find that lost shaker of salt. Since we can't actually do that, I figured I could bring a little bit of the tropics to Maple Bay. It's not quite Margaritaville, but something like it. Joseph throws on the lights. Welcome to the Margarita Zone. I look around my eyes to adjust to the light. It's his office, but there are twinkle lights strung across the walls, little garlands of fake flowers, and 2 beach chairs set up in front of the desk. There's a blender and 2 glasses sitting on the table. Ukulele music plays softly in the black background. Joseph, this is amazing. There's no pop tops to step on here, buddy. You did this for me? Joseph takes a seat and gestures for me to do the same. I did this for us. I think we both earned it. I settle in while Joseph pours us both margaritas. You really went all out.
Yeah.
I do have a flair for the dramatic. And you can't lead the community if you don't know how to make a good margarita. I take a sip of mine. This is a killer margarita. I would follow this man. Do you think the dance is going to go okay without our 6 dance moves?
Yeah.
No, not here. You're missing the point of Margarita Zone. Margarita Zone is a place of rest and relaxation. It's a place where you can kick your feet up and forget about your worries for a while. Let's get tattoos of Mexican cuties. Totally. I've got my stick and poke kit in my desk. I was kidding.
Oh.
I'm also kidding. But I do actually have a stick and poke kit in my desk. Confiscated it from Ernest. Joseph gestures to the makeshift island bar he's made. You know, it's funny. This reminds me so much of when I was younger. I've been meaning to ask, what did you do before you started preaching? It's uninteresting. I left home young and got into a lot of trouble. What kind of trouble? Trouble meant I got to go wherever I wanted, whenever I wanted. I hitchhiked around the country and went on adventures, met all kinds of people, did some stuff I'm not too proud of. But I was young and in love, and I didn't have to answer to anybody. And now, I host fundraiser car washes and take the kids to soccer practice on the weekends. Sorry, I don't mean to get heavy here. It's okay. It seems like you spend a lot of time taking care of others, but not enough time taking care of yourself. If you need to talk about it, I'm here for you. Joseph stares deeply into the blender filled with ice and margarita mix. It's just, I think about Margaritaville a lot. Or I guess the concept of it. A place where I could strum on my 6th string while I wait for the shrimp to boil, drink margaritas all the time, and just forget my worries. It's an easy life. I had Margaritaville once. But I think the closest I'm ever going to get back to it is Margarita Zone. A short and occasional reprieve from daily life. I mean, is that such a bad thing? This is pretty nice. It doesn't last forever. That's the rub. When you're in Margarita Zone, it's not like your problems have really gone away. You're just choosing to ignore them.
Yeah.
maybe you're looking at it wrong. Maybe Margarita Zone is actually better than Margaritaville because Margaritaville itself is an impossible ideal. Remember what Spin Master Quinn said? Sometimes you have to play the sad tunes to appreciate the bangers. If stepping on a pop top is your biggest concern, how could you possibly appreciate the boiling shrimp?
Oh.
And Margarita Zone isn't landlocked to this office. I think it's about finding the little pieces of Margarita Zone throughout your day and taking joy in those moments. That's awfully optimistic of you. It doesn't have to be anything big for me. I think it's being able to quietly do word jumbles and drink some strong coffee in the morning. To see my daughter smile, or I smile at Joseph, to spend some quality time with a good friend. Wink.
Oh.
Yeah. I can feel myself leaning closer to Joseph. Is it just me, or is he leaning closer too? Joseph tenses up. He downs the rest of his margarita and hops out of his chair. It's getting late. We should head back. Sure. Joseph and I make sure the dance wraps up without incident before he takes me back to the cul-de-sac. I hop out of Joseph's car before he pulls into his own driveway. Thanks again for the help. Thanks again for Margarita Zone.
Oh.
Maybe we'll go back there one day. If we do, it'll be my own damn fault. Joseph chuckles and drives away. I walk into the living room to find Amanda curled up under a blanket and groaning on the couch. Hey, Panda, you feeling okay? Dad, I have a tummy ache. Eat too much youth group food? I drank too deeply from the well of life, and now I pay the price. And by well of life, I mean that big lukewarm punch bowl of seltzer juice and sherbet. Amanda slides to the floor with an elongated groan. Need anything, kiddo? A time machine that takes me back approximately 2 hours in the past so I can warn myself of my folly of excess. I'll pour you a glass of water. Love you, Pops. How'd the dance go? Oh, I crushed it. Got the kids on the dance floor at the expense of my dignity. A fair trade. Also, everything hurts. I'll see you in the morning, kiddo. Night, Dad. Always bring a war chest. But why is the friendship so low?
Oh, what time
Oh,
is it?
yeah.
That was great.
Super, dude. I'll buy him. Please don't pirate games. Whew. You know what? And with that, we're going to leave it here. Had some more fun with Joseph. Poor guy. And yeah, next episode we'll see where that finally leads us. And then the next episode after that is going to be the creepy episode. I just got to look it up. Anyway. Thank you so much for joining me on this adventure today. It's always fun to have friends on a whimsical folly. And I will see you guys next time. Remember, you are loved, you are important, and you and your feelings are valid. Bye-bye!